My name is Kumaraswamy. I head a German company called SYMRISE Private Limited. SYMRISE Private Limited are the largest producers of food flavors and fragrances in the world. I met this gentleman, Mr. Ilango, in a common function. It's a memorable day as far as I'm concerned because Mr. Ilango is very appropriately called Inspiring Ilango. What caught my attention is the way he received me when I met him. He gave me a very warm hug. And that is seldom done by people who you meet for the first time. This was very interesting because in the hug, he conveyed so many things to me. The warmth, the affection that he exuded. And I realized, who is this guy, who is creating such a big impact in our first meeting itself. And therefore, he became the center of attraction as far as I'm concerned. And then I suddenly realized, why is he wearing dark glasses? That is when I came to know that he did not have his eyesight. This drew my attention to him, not because that he couldn't see, but the way he presented himself. It was amazing. The second most interesting thing that caught my attention is the way he introduced himself. Normally when you greet people, they say, "How are you?" And then they reply back saying, "Okay, we are pulling on." And here is a gentleman, when I asked him, "How are you?" He says, "Top of the world."
How are you? On top of the world.
This is what I call as positivity. Mr. Ilango, right from the first sentence he uttered to me, I could see the amount of positivity he generated on me. And this really, is a very fascinating thing about Mr. Ilango. And then I got to know more about him. I was talking to his wife, and people who came to the function, the way I addressed him, also caught my attention. I realized that he's not an ordinary gentleman. He's a person who is creating a lot of impact and influencing a lot of people. I realized that he's the brand ambassador for NTC, a company where he's really making huge impact on the way the company should be promoted to the public. As we sat together to discuss, I realized that he was a great singer.
என்னாலும் என் வாழ்த்துக்கள் தமிழ் கூறும் பல்லாண்டு என் வார்த்தைகள்.
Multilingual, and I was wondering how a person could remember 3,000 songs and sing whenever he is asked to. I was casually talking to my colleagues there, and they said, "Look, you got to see it to believe this." So I was thinking that he was going to sing like any other person. So when the function came to an end, we had a speech delivered by Mr. Ilango.
Well, I don't mind the suits getting cold. I really mind if my wife gets cold. I mean, in the figurative sense.
That is when I again realized that what an influential speaker he was. He started off effortlessly addressing the gathering there. And people said, "Will you please sing this song for me, that song for me?" And he would start singing. I mean, you can all think that this person, anybody can sing. But he sang with such a melodious voice. I think this is really God's gift, because God has gifted him with a great voice. And again, what is very important when he sang is, as he's singing, the music in the backdrop, when he finishes a stanza, when the music is on, he is talking to people.
Uniting people, all of us lovely people together. And that's what it says. இன்று எண்ணுங்கள் திருவிழா தெய்வ பெருவிழா கண்ணனை எண்ணும் பொருவிழா.
And then he's giving a message. Don't you think it is powerful? Because I've never seen anybody in my life who could sing, and when the music is in the backdrop, he could talk to people with purpose. And as that music part ends, he picks up the second stanza impromptu. I mean, fantastic, I've not seen anybody who could do this in my lifetime, and I realize, the amount of talent God has bestowed him with. The other beautiful thing about Inspiring Ilango is, when I got to know him a bit more, I understand that he is a motivational speaker. And he has touched so many lives. He has gone to various organizations. He's gone to various events where he has created very good impact on people who have come to listen to him. He has spoken about what life is all about. He has spoken about what life is all about from challenges point of view. He has told them how to overcome them. He has literally inspired a lot of people to come out of depression. He has inspired a lot of people to really, look forward to something in life. And I think that was very, very nice, because I was precisely looking for somebody who could talk to people, forgetting all the problems that they've gone through, so that others who listen to him should realize how God has been kind to them and how they should look at life in a more meaningful manner. And these are wonderful, because if you look at competence of Mr. Ilango, he's just not a singer. He's not somebody who's come to entertain. He's not somebody who's feeling bad about his so-called, handicap. He's a person with a mission. I see him as somebody who's wanting to create a space in the society, his commitment to the society, like what we call in the corporate world, corporate social responsibility. He is very keen. He talks to me about how we can come to my organization, how we can address people, how we can influence people, how we can be a great motivator. What more you want? Very few people can come out of such difficulties and yet try to make a mark, not only for themselves, but to the others at large. Inspiring Ilango is a true inspiration. I am absolutely blessed. I am absolutely indebted to that event that happened that day, because otherwise maybe I would have met him later, because he's anyway a famous person. He's already meeting a lot of people. I would have met him later, but God was kind that I could meet him that day. Our friendship grew. I speak to his family speaks to me. We talk about all the achievements that he has done, and today I'm extremely proud to record this message, conveying my best wishes to Mr. Ilango, that he leaves an indelible impression on the people he meets. He influences them, he motivates them, he inspires them, and above all, he tells them that how wonderful human beings can be. Thank you. You want energy? Don't go to Red Bull. You want energy? Go to Inspiring Ilango, because he not only energizes you, but he's more powerful than Red Bull energy drink.